Hello and welcome to day 5 of season 2 of The Long Dark. This recording looks like it's going to work better than the last one. I had a couple of issues where it seems to recording software just puts it over to like a default profile, and for some reason squashes this down into a 4:3 video size, which obviously isn't excellent. Right, it is frigid cold looking. And it is frigid cold, so it is minus 33. Even with my really great clothes, this is feeling pretty damn punishing. I've got no food with me, plenty of water though. Right, so we promised last time we were going to do both some mapping and some hunting, so let's get my gun. Let's do this. Now, I've basically almost never fired the gun here. That stag seems to be sort of there from yesterday, so that looks like that's a pretty stable location for it. I'm going to not immediately shoot that stag, on account of the fact that I could quite possibly run into a wolf. If the wolf wants to fight me, I'm more than happy to put a round in it, trace down that blood trail, and then eat me some wolf meat, get me some wolf hide. Because I got 6 rounds, I don't really want to just immediately go out and blow my load straight away, and always embarrassing. Don't do that. I'm going away and grab some of these sticks. Yeah, priorities today. Some mapping. Try and do this here, I think. I don't know whether it... Okay, I kind of got this back area here. I'm glad I come out. This snow's coming in and the visibility is going down slightly, so it's quite possible that the fog will drive me back inside this afternoon like it did yesterday. Didn't really want to end up in the same position as I did last time. I got all excited, had a lovely clear morning, prepared my clothes for a bit, and then blew it basically. Came out and it was too foggy to bloody map anything.
I say I hate being cold, because I really do.
Alright, we'll warm you up in a bit, don't worry about it. Let's go to Dave's clearing. Hi Dave. Let's map this. Okay, good. Interesting, it actually shows me some more easily and immediately available things. Cedar limbs and that kind of stuff. So I'm going to pick up the pace a bit.
Cold is there.
I got absolutely maxed out on condition, which is one of the beauties of hanging out in that incredibly well equipped camp office for a bit, is that I'm quite happy to take the plunge a bit here and take some risks. A really well equipped shelter, I'll be warm basically in there no matter what. Got fire there, I got water there, got food there. Almost no matter what disaster befalls me, I'll be okay. Almost. feel like touching wood after that. It was a pretty bold statement. I'm sure I can prove wrong. So I think those are the cedar limbs which were on that map, perhaps. Street Lake Western access. Yeah, alright, we're doing okay. Bit of wood over here. Right, there's... Quite keen as to see what that is. Where it leads. Be careful not to weigh myself down too much. Yeah, good. Right, I'm done with picking stuff up for a bit. I'm also done with running. Well, I can't do here. That's a big old climb. Let's give it a try. Yeah, this is looking good. But that difference between this and season 1, where I was just always dying of something whenever I wanted to climb, is just like chalk and cheese. I didn't know whether they'd just made it a lot harder to climb things, but it was just that I was just playing a lot worse, basically. I'm not going to take that mountaineer route. That's a nice view though over the lake. Yeah, that feels like a good screenshot time. Take that. Right, so what the hell's over here? The optimist in me immediately wants deer. So yeah, there's bound to be deer over here, surely, right? I seem to just absolutely hemorrhage fatigue for some reason. I don't know whether I'm kind of like on a Mediterranean clock and I need like an afternoon siesta all the time or what. Right, that looks like a... Oh, excellent. There's deer to hunt. There's a cave. Come round to the right and I end up home. I'm just going to check this cave out. Then I'm going to go hunt that deer. Seems like a good enough place as any.
Perfect.
Oh, nice. MRE, loads of firewood. Right, let's just smash that MRE straight away. That is absolutely top quality food. What does this temperature feel like in here? -6. That's good. I'm confident that we could actually set this up as a little temporary base just back there. So let's drop some of our load.
So cold. So cold.
Okay. So I'll get some visibility and see if I can see where they are first. There's no point kind of... Okay, there's one. So I'm going to get a bit of high ground. I'm going to sneak in from this side. And see if I can get to around about... I don't know what, 25 to 50 yards? Probably 100 yards is a sensible shot. In a more realistic scenario. I've dropped some weight, so I shouldn't be heavy. I don't appear to be making loads of clanking noises anymore when I'm wandering around. There's a rabbit there in case I end up blowing my shots in a really depressing way. You'll always be more visible while moving. You want to bear in mind the fact that one stag can probably, I don't know whether the game's written in such a way, but if you spook one animal, traditionally you spook its friends. So if you've got kind of like a small herd of deer, and you spook one of them and it takes off, perfectly normal and natural for the other ones to take off too. We're just going to trail this stag. Really hope that actually a running bunny rabbit wouldn't do it too. That would be depressing. Let's let them pass just in case. Good. Okay. The perfect shot is actually a hind shot, or from the like behind the shoulder. In real life, my guy's just aiming all over the place. I have to go for a body shot. I also don't know how realistic this game is in terms of the fact that if you shoot an animal like a deer or something like that and then chase it, it can run for hours and hours and hours and hours.
He doesn't seem so crazy right about now.
Before eventually the adrenaline gives out essentially, and then the blood loss and everything hits home. Whereas if you don't chase them and you allow it to run, don't follow it immediately, the adrenaline doesn't kick in for quite so long. It doesn't feel like it's being actively chased the whole time, so it takes a bit of shelter, if you like, and dies much faster and requires much less tracking. Don't think that's the wounded one. What I'm a bit worried about is that this aren't you? Weird. You select the pebble and it thinks you're on the rifle. You select the rifle and it goes, oh yeah, here's that pebble you're after. Yeah. Come on. No! Stop pushing the wrong buttons. Oh, you knobhead. That's better. Right buttons this time. I think maybe 2 rabbits and a stag would be a good haul. I might look for this Right, that is the wounded stag then. It's quite funny, if you sort of put it just above the thumbnail. And you get at least a close miss. Right, thirsty. So let's drink. There's two ways that you can do this, I guess, with the animals which have been shot. One of them is to do the more active way, where you look at the hoof prints and the blood, and you actively track the animal. And that's probably the more sensible, normal way of doing it. Thank you. Does its best to make you feel bad about it. As you stare into those little soft bunny eyes before you snap its neck heartlessly. Reminding you of the essential savage nature of humanity. Ah, oh, not the cute little bunny. Not the cute little bunnies. I don't need all of you. Now, the other thing which we can do is if it runs, if the animal runs and you lose its trail, sooner or later it's going to fall over and die anyway. You know roughly what area you shot it and therefore killed it in, and you can wait for the crows to come in. When the crows come in and do their little job of highlighting exactly where your kill is for you. Yeah, this is good. This is a nice little area. We'll set up camp here. So yeah, once they make your life a whole lot easier by essentially spotting the thing for you. So let's use my books for now. Sometimes the accelerant's really useful just for that kind of emergency. I literally can't afford to not get a fire, but I am really tempted to basically use them nice and early. Just to get my skill up, basically. Successful fires equals skill ups. More successful fires make fire lighting easier as you get further into the game. So
Perfect.
that goes on. 25 minutes. Good. Right, let's just grab a fur log. Throw that on. Great. We're standing here warming up. Absolutely no reason why I wouldn't start cooking things. I do half a litre to begin with. The reason I'm only doing half a litre instead of smashing out loads more is one, I don't actually need that much more, but two, hopefully I'll be able to gut this rabbit reasonably quickly. Right. 12 minutes, good. Great. 2 minutes into melted, 3 minutes into melted, great. So what I'll do, I'm just going to drop these 2 rabbits here. Nice. 27. Have a quick very quick scout around to see whether... Okay, that's the friend of the stag. The one which I shot should die. I'm just going to get to a couple of little vantage points nearby.
Wait.
See whether I could just stumble across him. Oh, that's good. So I think they use birch saplings for the arrows and maple saplings for the bow. There's something like that. You basically need to get some of these saplings up and cured, and you can use them for various different elements of crafting. The bow is obviously, if you like, your renewable weapon. So there is, like, by their nature, you don't make ammunition when you're out in the wilderness, right? So there's a certain amount that's there. There it is. Certain amount of ammunition which is basically there in the game when you start it. And once you've found it all and shot it all, that's it kind of over and done with. Nice. 10 kilos. Look at that. Let's get 1 hour and 28 minutes. Let's just say 2.7 will do. I don't want to take the mick too much with what we've got. What I will do though is remember this. I don't know whether you can hear that, but there is someone having just the loudest sneezing fit ever. Out in the street, but it's that loud it sounds like they're next to me. You're just having a terrible time of it. What I really want in this game is a compass. Because that way I could do something like this, take the bearing and then just reverse it next time I need it and go, right, I know exactly where I am. But like, I guess the best thing I can do is here is to come out of that and then run past that broken limb. It's just, you know, get landmarks and try it that way. Which is kind of acceptable, I guess. Right, let's try not to break ourselves. Yeah, okay, spoiled driver, what the hell. That fuel on. Not that. Okay, great. Let's pick that up. Pick that up. Right, now. Place things, please. Not eat the raw things. Yeah, okay. Right, we've got 1 hour 34 until that's ready. That's got a couple of hours on the go. Poor woman is totally exhausted.
Oh, I could just lay down and have a little sleep right here.
Right, okay. So that's my ability to run side out. Just, like, I'm sure there's no wolves around here. I haven't heard anything of them or seen any evidence of them around. On the off chance that one just happens to stroll this way when I really don't want them to. I think it was just up there, wasn't it? You just want to do another, I don't know, 45 minutes, an hour of butchery? Because as like crows and wolves and things eventually find the body, they will eat the meat off of it. So that round bought us like hide and nearly 10 kilos of meat, but only only if I actually take it. Yeah, about an hour. Right.
Man, I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Good. Now, this is where, like, massively fatigued, steep terrain, overburdened. This is classic sprained ankle territory, but on me I've got some painkillers. I got just an absolute shed ton of them as well down at the down at my actual base. So I reckon I'll do one more bit of cartography in the cave. And then I'll haul this meat and stuff down. Part of me is tempted to leave it outside where I've effectively got, you know, the world's biggest free freezer. Oh, look at that, perfect. Oh, oh no, I've got to put the sweet potatoes on. Let's eat that. 800 calories. Do anything which describes itself as gamey first. Right, I'm going to go just out here. I'm going to drop this meat. So this should be cold. 1 degree C. That's better. Right. I'm quite happy to lay my various No, cancel. Ah.
Stomach.
There is a cancel button. I'm gonna have to look up what the keyboard shortcut for it is, because you don't get to do it. I think it's a little bit off that every single time you eat anything that isn't thoroughly cooked, you get like a terrible case of food poisoning as well, not just like a little bit. I would feel better if it was slightly more realistic. Right. That's cooked though. Just take that. Okay. Let's wrap my little can down. Anti-inflammatory. Antibiotics. Right. Let's heat this up. Get a little place to 1 hour 11. So we'll get a couple more sticks. I just throw them on. Literally a couple, apparently. I got 16 minutes till it's ready. Let's do the other one. 30 minutes, it's too long. 10 minutes, that'll do. So I'm quite happy for that to go out about 10 minutes before the venison, because it does turn into embers, and those embers should still cook it briefly. We'll drink that. How long's that left? 38. I'm going to pick that up. I'm going to put down the pot. Just going to put a litre in. Okay, we have a litre of unpotable water, but I'll tell you what, let's just put that down to half. Half a litre will do. I'm going to sleep. Apart from eating some of it raw, that's a pretty successful little first hunting trip. Got in position, shot a nice. Until boil, 30 minutes until ready. That's worked out right, isn't that?
Okay. Now this is a shitty way to die.
It's not quite done.
Oh.
I'm quite happy though that let's take some antibiotics as well.
Damn it!
What is that?
Why didn't that work?
Why didn't that work? Oh well, that's a waste of antibiotics, but apparently I need 10 hours sleep. I'm going to do that in sections. Sleep for 5 hours. Then I'm going to check what my temperature's like. Should still be okay. Yeah, it still feels like -2. Then I got.
Okay, getting a bit thirsty.
Should have drank. Food poisoning is healed though. Definitely gonna do. Oh joy. It's just classic, isn't it? Right. Let's light the torch in here. Pick up all that wood. Drink, eat. Set a fire. Not die. Plan A. So yeah, book will do just fine. Actually, let's use fir wood. Yeah, cedar wood. And an accelerant. Let's just get it done.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Add that. Add that. Okay, extinguish the torch. Right, everything's looking good for me now. take that. A whap the full amount in. 12, 3 hours 15. See for an hour. We're going to do this in little stages. The beauty of being in a cave is that there's no way in hell this fire is blowing out. Doesn't matter whether the wind changes direction or anything like that. It's going to pass time. Yeah, when the weather's like this, I'm just gonna go all out. This is fine. We're until right, 1 hour 15 to boil. Sleep for another hour. So we'll rest to recuperate. Okay, we are going to call this though the start of day 5, I think. Let's see if we've got any other option. So, let's see whether we manage to survive being stuck in a cave with a blizzard, although we got an absolute crap ton of food. I think we're running relatively lowish on fuel, so we might have to head out and then grab some of those other cedar logs and that kind of stuff from outside. So, I swear they made the weather a lot harsher on this game than it was before. Okay, I'll catch you for the next day.